Cardamone here, and I am pumped and proud after hiding out for the last 3.5 years to announce my primary company. But before I do so, you have to understand the foundation, and really you have to know what my mission statement is. The purpose of my life is to love, to enjoy the journey, and to inspire, teach, and serve others. Now, you are going to hear one of the most ridiculous and exciting things, the most ridiculous opportunities you've ever had in your life later in this video. But hold on, we got to stop right here. Now, I just gave you my mission statement, and I have to be honest. I've spent a long time in my life trying to get out of one of these things, and I am not enjoying the journey wearing this thing. So hold on one second, I will be right back with you. Whew! Okay, I apologize guys. I spent several years, really the 8 years outside when I graduated college. Those next 8 years I tried getting out of one of those things. And for the last 4.5 years full-time in this industry, I've been wearing, even a lot less than this half the time. So I told you I am going to announce one of the most exciting things you've ever heard, but now I can actually properly enjoy this journey with you. And guys, at the heart of this really is about everything I've done in the last 2 to 3 years is focused around that mission statement. The purpose of my life is to love, to enjoy the journey, and to inspire, teach, and serve others. Well, others, you happen to be others. And I was not enjoying wearing that thing, so let's rock and roll here. So, have you ever been at a point in your life where you have said, what if? Have you ever made a decision and you look back and it changed the course of your entire life, but making that decision was all of the, you had all these thoughts, you had all these feelings, and you just chose, what if this did work? What if I did this? What if I paid the 25 bucks, the 300 bucks, whatever? What if I had the guts to talk to the girl and then you get married? You ever had a decision like that in your life where you said, what if? So I want to take you back into a time in my life. So I played soccer, I'm 37, I played soccer my entire life, and I tell the story in other videos. This is going to be very quick. Nobody knows this part of it though. So we go back, it's like my first year of college soccer. All I cared about, I went to college just to play soccer, not to do computer science, which I graduated almost with honors and all this other stuff. I was there to play soccer and I loved it, and I had to walk onto the team because I didn't do that well in high school. And I walk on this team, I struggle for my first year. The second year, finally, I end up making the varsity team. And I'm not playing much, and I'm getting frustrated after the fall season. We go through the entire season, and I'm on the team, but I'm like sitting on the bench all season. And I'm getting frustrated, I feel like I'm working hard. And the spring season comes and we have a meeting. And spring season's kind of a joke at this school I was going to, where you play like maybe 1 or 2 other colleges and you practice like once a week. It was just this big joke from the year before because I was kind of hanging out around the team and I knew spring was a joke. So there's this spring preseason meeting and I'm on varsity and everybody's supposed to go. A lot of the guys are like, dude, you don't have to go to it, you don't do anything. And so all these guys are telling me it's a waste of your time, don't go. That's this feedback from the outside world. These guys have been on the team, they all have full ride scholarships. I'm not even playing, struggling to make, barely made the team. So I have the question, what if? What really happens at this meeting? These guys, half of them aren't even going. What if what if something important happens? I know it's not going to because they're telling me, but just what if? And something inside me was just telling me I had all this homework to do. I had so much stuff to go home and do, but something was saying, what if something happens at this meeting? And I don't know if you've ever had an opportunity like that, just this gut feeling inside, just where you saw the facts and everything surrounding the situation, and logically things are telling you, this doesn't make a lot of sense. But your heart, your gut, your intuition, something, God is telling you, something inside is pulling you to say, you gotta go do this. That's what was happening to me. The outside world, my head is telling me this is gonna be a waste, but there's a question in my head that says, just what if? And something inside me is just saying, I gotta go check this out. Long story short, I go to this meeting. I remember walking down the hall. It's in the gymnasium, and it's in this little meeting room inside the gym. I remember walking down this hall, and you walk past the basketball courts. I could hear the scuffling of the feet, the basketball, you know, bing, ding, hitting off the backboard, hitting the net. You hear all these guys yelling, girls yelling down in the basketball court. And I'm walking down this hall, and the lighting just seemed a little different that day. I don't think anything had really changed, but it looked different. I'm walking down this hallway and the lights were just a little bit brighter. Even the people's clothes walking by, they're just more vibrant, and it seemed like people were smiling more, and I don't know what's even going on. I have this feeling inside of me like something big is about to happen, and it's this excitement and nervousness, and it's incredible. So I walk down this hall, and basically, I honestly don't even remember what happened in that meeting. I remember seeing it and feeling it, and I don't remember the exact words that are said, but what I do remember is the coach coming up to me and handing me this piece of paper. It says, Jason Cardamone, full ride scholarship. And obviously I have a lot of emotion on this because this changed my entire life. I had played soccer at that point. That was like 1994, 1995. At that point, I had played soccer for like 15 or 18 or something years, the greater part of my life. And I had worked, my dream was to get a full ride scholarship. And that day, I almost said, what if I just go home and do my homework? But instead, I made a choice. What if something does important happen at this meeting? What if the guys on the team that already have their full rides that aren't even coming to this meeting, what if they're wrong? What if all the stuff I've come to know from the people that I thought knew what they're talking about, guys, if I wouldn't have went to that meeting, I wouldn't have got that full ride scholarship, and my entire life would have changed. I was the happiest person on the face of the earth. I got that thing. I walked down, got my scholarship, and I was running through the campus like a little kid. That's the happiest kid you've ever seen. Everybody's staring at me. I don't even care what's happening. All these adults, all serious. The average age at my campus is like 25 or 30 guys. I went to like this, it was weird. It wasn't your typical college where it's like a bunch of 18 and 20-year-old kids. So anyway, I'm running through campus, crying, like, yes, I'm just this idiot. And I was like all shy back then. So anyway, what if I hadn't gone to that meeting, my life wouldn't have changed? So you're about to be introduced to something that may just change your entire life. So I want you to throw away, you've probably heard of what I'm about to say. My primary company, I am so proud to announce, is Empower Network. And you may have seen them around for the last 13, 14 months, and you may have your own judgments, kind of like the guys from my soccer team knew nothing was going to happen at that meeting. But I dare you to just hang on for a couple minutes here, a couple moments of your life, because I respect your time, and your time is valuable. But what if this is your meeting where you're about to get your full ride scholarship? What if the entire course of your life and generations of your family to come could be changed by a decision you make right now? Now, what is Empower Network? But guys, most people have heard it, so they're like, oh yeah, I've heard it's pretty good. Or some people are like, oh gosh, it's just this hypey scam. You know what? Most of those people have no clue what Empower Network is. I didn't even have a clue until 33 days ago when I gave it a shot. I've been in Empower Network for like the last 13 months, but I never even gave it a shot. Just like I was on the college soccer team, but I never had a full-ride scholarship till a year and a half into it. So just because you're in something or you're watching something from the outside view doesn't mean you know anything about it. I didn't know anything about Empower Network until I dove in. Now, I'm not going to go into details. I'm going to give you guys a full review of what's happened to me over the last 13 months. That's coming later. Today's video is not for someone who wants to wait till later. Today's video is if you're struggling, you're frustrated, you're tired of making anywhere from 0, 1, 2, 5, 10 bucks online, $50, $100. If you're tired of that, I'm talking to you today. So really what Empower Network is, why I'm so proud, why I'm so excited about what's happening, is that it's a couple things. Number one, it is incredible personal development, which is a key. A key to your success is you plugging in to positive, daily motivation, daily training, the right psychology. You can talk to Michael Jordan, anybody else. Every person who's succeeded in whether it's basketball, billionaire, whatever it is, Donald Trump, Sir Richard Branson, Mother Teresa massively changed the world, nothing to do with money. All of them will tell you 80 to 90% of everything they did was their psychology of what they're doing. That's what personal development is. That's why it's important. This is a huge part of Empower Network. Number two, what Empower Network is training, and the kind of training it is internet marketing. This isn't about some family hotel meetings, all that garbage. God, I started doing that back in the middle of 2006 when I started this industry. That's exactly the kind of stuff I was never gonna do again. This has nothing to do with hotel meetings, pitching friends and family, making lists. It has nothing to do with any of that. What it does have to do is properly learning the most amazing techniques in internet marketing. And you're gonna get access to that stuff for nothing. Guys, I've spent $35,000, $40,000 in the last 6.5 years for a small, tiny little fraction of that. Nothing even close to that. Nothing even close to 20,000. Nothing even close to 10,000. You're gonna get access to some of the best internet marketing training that I've ever taken in my life. And in fact, I have learned brand new things in the last 33 days just because I said, what if? I've had these products for the last year here, what if there's something actually inside of them? Instead of saying, oh, they could never be as good as Tony Robbins, they could never teach me as much as Frank Kern. Guys, that's what I've been thinking the whole last year in Empower Network up until 33 days ago, everything changed. So, personal development, internet marketing. Now here's something else you're not gonna find in the majority of companies out there. This is really one of the pieces. Well, I'll tell you, number 1 and number 3 have been missing in the company I've been involved with for the last 3.5 years. And it's why my passion wasn't there. It's why you guys on my list haven't heard much from me in the last 3.5 years. Because I wasn't that excited, I wasn't that proud. I was excited about people on my team that are making, in some cases, thousands of dollars, but most cases making their first dollar, their first 5 or 10, 20, 30 bucks, $50 a month. That's awesome, and that is huge. When you go from 0 and you make your first dollar online, that's a huge day of celebration, and that's what I was proud and was grateful for. But the product itself, it wasn't exciting. It wasn't about internet marketing. It wasn't about personal development. Oh, okay. It was a tiny little sliver of internet marketing. It wasn't very exciting at all. And I wasn't pumped like I am with Empower Network. But here's something that was greatly missing, and is probably missing from most of the stuff that you've touched in the last days, months, years, in a couple cases, decades of your life. Number 3. Guys, what it is, and you can't really read my crazy handwriting, obviously didn't go to handwriting school. Culture. Number 3 is culture, guys. a real team environment with an actual culture, and you guys are gonna learn. I've been in Empower for 13 months and I watch money trickle. Well, I don't know if you can call $500, $700 a month a really trickle, but money has been trickling, or maybe getting thrown in my face for the last year. That's money I've earned, guys, in Empower Network, but yet I still avoided. I was ignoring Empower Network because I was making some poor decisions. I was listening to those guys in my stock team that was saying, hey, there's nothing really to look at, it's overpriced stuff. And do you know what's different? At least the guys in my soccer team were on the team. I was listening to people that thought it was overpriced stuff. They don't even have a freaking clue what's inside Empower Network. They weren't even in it. They're judging it from the outside like the football critic. I don't even watch football, but if you guys ever seen, like, I'll go to Super Bowl Sundays and there's always that critic in the corner. They know everything about, oh my God, that's such a poor decision, Elway, or Brady, or whatever the guys' names are. I just know Elway because I live here in Colorado. And they're sitting here, some guy that never even played football that thinks they know more than some guy busting his butt down in the field. Some guy sitting on a couch drinking a beer, eating a bunch of crappy food, thinks he knows everything about football and he can make his own judgments on it. What an idiot! Those are the kind of people I've been listening to about Empower Network that aren't even in it. They don't have a clue the kind of personal development, internet marketing, and culture that is Empower Network. EN. This is my home. This is my love. I am so stinking passionate about this company. I don't know if you guys can even tell, I'm losing my voice because I've shot 80 videos in the last 33 days because I had the right personal development pumped into me, the right kind of internet marketing training. I got so stinking excited. I've shot over 80 videos in the last 33 days. You guys know how many videos I've shot over the last 6.5 years? About 100, 150 or so. So in the last month, I've shot almost as many videos as I've shot in the entire last, what is 12 times 36? It's some huge number. 24 times 3, 48. I have a minor math and I can't, it's something like 72, 80, I don't even know. That it would be like instead of one video per month, I've now shot like 2.5 per day. That's crazy. It's like a 30 increase in productivity. Why? More of this than anything, guys, because 80 to 90% of your success is your psychology. It's your ability to make decisions with stuff up here and stuff right here in your heart. Make a decision from your gut and your head, and when those things are in alignment together, it wasn't like when I was walking at a soccer meeting, my head's telling me you shouldn't go, but my heart, my gut instinct, God himself is telling me, Jason, you need to trust me on this, you need to go to this meeting. And my entire life changed with that scholarship. Here I go crying again, sorry. So, thank God I took that suit off, because you definitely can't be crying wearing a suit like that. By the way, that's my only suit. I love that thing. It's like super expensive. It's amazing. Doesn't it look good? Doesn't this look even better? I'll tell you what, this feels better. This is what I wear all the time. Or t-shirt, it's winter time, it's kind of cold here. So guys, here's the deal. I told you guys I was going to offer something that was just ridiculous. I told you if you waited and you heard what was happening here, and I guess you wait through some of the tears and some of the amazing things, that you're gonna have an incredible opportunity. And here's what it is. You're gonna get to leverage my 6.5 years of industry experience. It's actually 6 years and 8 months now, so I'm going on almost 7 years. You're gonna leverage that 35 and 40 grand I've spent. You're gonna leverage my college degree in computer science, my minor in mathematics. You're gonna leverage my 5 years in record-breaking sales career, real-world companies, not network marketing. You're gonna leverage my 5.5 years when I was a software engineer, living a life that making great money, anywhere from 40,000 to 96,000 per year, but I was miserable. Up here, the money was great. My heart was like, God, there has to be something better than this. I'm just stuck behind a computer all day. I was a guy wandering around trying to help everybody. Is that a clue to my mission statement or what? Again, the purpose of my life is to love, to enjoy the journey, and to inspire, teach, and serve others. Guys, that's what I'm here to do. And I don't care. You can tell me, oh, Empower Network's a scam. I can't believe you're involved with that pyramid scam. I don't care what you say. You're not going to stop me from loving you. I can love you. You can punch me in the face and I can still love you. So that part of my mission statement, I can live that every second of my life. To enjoy the journey. You know what? I can enjoy everything too. Tell you what, 8 years ago when I filed bankruptcy, I was the happiest guy in that bankruptcy court. Well, that's a whole nother story. We're not even going to talk about it. It was way before I even knew about this amazing industry. Way before I was blessed with a company like Empower Network. Way before all that. But I chose to have some level of happiness. Even though that was somewhat painful, I was still enjoying the journey of going through bankruptcy court. All these people here totally miserable. That's something else I can choose. You know what else I can choose? To inspire, teach, and serve you. But what you have to choose is, are you going to receive that inspiration? Are you going to receive that teaching? Are you going to allow me to serve you? I'm going to love you no matter what. I don't care if you leave my list. I don't care if you never see me again. You're getting love from me. I will pray for you. I'll do whatever, all the ways of how I... See, love isn't something you get, guys. It's something you give. So you don't have a choice. I'm going to love you no matter what. I don't care what you think about this. Here's what I'm talking about right now. I want you to go to the link below this video. I want you to either watch the video or just click the link below. You're either going to see a video or you're going to be taken to a form that says pay 25 bucks. Now, 25 bucks. How much is that money? How much is that to leverage 6.5 years of this industry experience? 3 of those years at a 6-figure income, 4.5 years full-time in this industry. How much is it to leverage all the 37 years of all the things I've done, smoothie franchises I've owned, all the crazy schemes, companies I've started that started doing $100,000 a month in sales that I left because of ethics issues? How is it, and I'm saying other owners wanted to do unethical things, I wasn't going to have it, I left. I left a crap load of money on the table. All the things I've done, all this victories and defeats on the soccer field and the teams I've led and captained and getting full ride scholarships and all this other crazy stuff, you get to leverage all that starting out 25 bucks. What is that? Guys, what is that money to you? Seriously, it's a fraction of a tank of gas. I remember back when my first $300 course. I remember being at that page and I'm all nervous and I'm looking at the buy button. I had just gone through the sales video and it sounded amazing. My heart, everything, my head is telling me this logically makes sense. The guy just explained he has this incredible background. It makes sense. My heart, everything, my gut was telling me, Jason, just do it. It feels right. I know we can do it. All these inner voices, everything just sounds right, but there's still that other inner voice. I was nervous. $300 was a lot of money to me back then. I was just starting off. The biggest course I'd ever spent before that was like 50, maybe even 97 bucks, but 300, that was a big jump. And I'm sitting there staring at the buy button. I'm like, what if? What if I clicked this button and it didn't work? What if the people who say that all these online courses are just scams? What if it's not going to work at all? What if it's not going to produce the results of this guy in the video who, when he was in college, he sold a domain name for like $1,000 when the guy would have paid him like $50,000, but he was a little kid. What if he would have just accepted that and quit right there and cried about the $49,000 he lost? Or what if he would have made the other decision and figured out, hey, maybe I can get other domain names and actually sell them for what they're actually worth instead of get taken to the cleaners by a slick salesman. He made that decision, became a millionaire. What if for $25, guys, this isn't some $300 decision, 25 bucks, what if Empower Network could just change your life like it's changed my life in the last 33 days? What if me being your coach and mentor could actually make a difference? What if I could only make a 10% difference in your life? Would you appreciate a 10% raise in your income? I can't make any income promises. I can't promise you're gonna do anything. I can't promise you're gonna be like one of the gentlemen on my team who has replaced his income from his engineer job that he just lost last month. Thank God he's replaced that income. I can't promise you're gonna do anything like that because I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know if you're going to allow me to inspire you or be open to receiving that inspiration. I don't know if you're gonna allow me to teach and serve you, and I'm gonna love you no matter what. I don't care what you're gonna receive. I'm gonna pour love into you no matter what happens. Guys, I want you to go down right now, make potentially the best decision of your life. Go down and watch the video, click the button, pay your $25. You're gonna get a call from me. You and I are gonna have a chat directly. I'm not gonna hype you, I'm not gonna BS you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I am going to allow my mission statement to serve you. That's all. Because I'm here to make a massive positive difference in humanity, guys. And you know how it starts? It's not me going out talking to a million people like I used to think it was. What it is, starts one person at a time. It starts with you, and it starts with you going down and paying your 25 bucks right now. Go do it right now. That any kind, you look back at all the decisions you've made, is $25 and all the stuff you've done in your life. Is that really that big of a deal to you? To get a potential access to what I just talked about here? You guys don't even know the inside story. That's coming later. Today's video is for action takers. If you're an action taker, get down there right now and pay your 25 bucks. Click the button, watch the video, pay your 25 bucks. Now, you may not even want to pay your 25 bucks. You may not want access to someone making 6 figures a year in this industry. I've taken 4.5 years off for the last 3 years, 4.5 months off each of the last 3.5 years. Guys, I've basically, out of the last 3 years, I've taken 1 year off, running around the state of Colorado, hanging out with my family, going to every event of my kids. You may not want access to that. You may not want access to finally create 100% commissions. You know why people are making so much money with Empower Network? Do you know why the average active rep is making like, I just checked this morning, it's like 44 or 46% of all members are actually making $100 per month or more? How is that? How much are you making right now? That is, the reason of that, guys, it's because the owners of the company aren't keeping half of the products and paying out all this junk. They're literally paying 100% commissions out. That can change your life. You may not want to click the button, you may not want access to all that, and that's fine. But guys, what if you go down, you click the button, you watch that video, you pay your $25? What if this is the decision that changes your life? What if this is the decision that changes generations of your family to come? You're way beyond, a couple years in the future, you're beyond, you're out of your job, you're making this crazy residual income. What if you have family members, not like back when I was in bankruptcy court, my dad was more disappointed in me than he'd ever been in his whole life. Perfect credit score, man, I love my dad to death. That was a huge disappointment. What if you're not at that point of your life? What if you are at a place where now your dad, your family's coming to you when they need money? What if your family's coming to you, your friends, your neighbors are coming to you saying, Jason, you don't ever leave the house. Don't you ever work? Guys, I haven't worked in like 4.5 years. I provide value to people. I live my mission statement. I make videos, I have fun. If you don't want to make videos, who cares? There's a million ways to make a ton. There are people making over $100,000 per month right now with the Power Network that haven't ever made a video, ever. Guys, you don't have to make videos. If you want to, that's great, I'll coach you through it. If not, there are several other ways to make ridiculous amounts of 100% commission. What if you actually made a $25 decision today that actually set your life on a different course? And instead of you going on this course that you're on right now that leads to this life of maybe a little bit of happiness, maybe a little bit of money, maybe you're completely broken and completely in trouble right now. What if you make a decision back here, instead of continuing on that path, you make a $25 decision that sets your life on a completely different course? What if this course, this destiny, this end goal of where you get to, what if this is you walking down a sandy beach, the bright sun reflecting off the amazing, most crystal blue waters you've ever seen in your life. You can hear the waves slowly crashing, just gently crashing on the shore. You can hear your footsteps as they come up the sand. You can hear the water just retracting, and it's just peaceful. You can hear birds in the background. None of the noise you're used to. You feel your feet sinking into the hot sand, and it's incredible, it's warm. Everything inside of you just feels amazing. You're not worried about stuff you used to worry about. And you know it's the best day of your life. What if that's what this $25, what if that is the course that sets you on? Guys, get down there, make a decision right now. Get down there, click the link. I look forward to seeing you on the inside. To your ultimate success. God bless. Now guys, get down there, go make a decision, click the link. Let's get moving forward. Let's change your life.